Hello and welcome to What's in this week's Oban Times with me, Kathy Griffiths.
Me, Sandy Neal.
And me, Fiona Scott.
Well, good news for those folks who remember the Mantrap in Oban. It might have poured its last pint 20 years or so ago, but it's opening its doors once again, hopefully by the end of next month, says Daniel McIntyre from The View. Daniel has just got licensing approval for it and is investing about £40,000 into the ground floor venture. He says having an accessible space for those people, a bit like you, me and Sandy, who can't face the 30 plus steps up to the view, was a big driver in the project. Also, Oban Helps Ukraine is getting a free clothes shop ready for arriving refugees. It's going to be at the Rockfield Centre. So far, the town knows to expect 16 refugees, but that's actually out of 50 who applied for a UK visa to come to the town. It still seems getting those UK visas approved is taking an awful long time. And some of those refugees who were due to come here have been in touch saying, thanks ever so much, we really appreciate your support, but actually we've been offered homes in other countries, so understandably they're going there. We've also got some great photos from last weekend's Mole Music Festival. I'm still recovering from that one, and that was one heck of a party. And Oban will be buzzing this weekend with the return of the Highlands and Islands Music and Dance Festival. Yes, get your kilts on and Highland fling and all of that, and the pipes out. So that starts this Friday. It's on at the Corran Halls, the Atlantis Leisure Centre and the Rockfield Centre, and you can go on to check that out on the festival's Facebook page. They're going to put all the latest details and updates and times on that as well. Sandy, what have you been up to? Oh, also, don't let me forget to tell you folks that we're always happy to hear from you and get your stories and see your pictures, so you can get in touch with us by giving us a call on 01631 568 000. Drop us an email at editor@obantimes.co.uk, and you can message us on Facebook as well. Sandy, what have you got?
Well, thank you very much, Kathy. That sounds action-packed as ever. Well, we've had more complaints of late and missing medical mail in the local area this month, with one letter taking up to 18 days to get from Oban Hospital to an Oban patient. Now, we've had a breakthrough with the Royal Mail this week. The Oban Times has had a long 6-month investigation into cases of late medical mail over the past 6 months, and this week hopefully it's going to be sorted and there shouldn't be any more problems, the Royal Mail said. So you can read all about that in this week's Oban Times. Some news from Islay. The Church of Scotland's proposals to close half of Islay's kirks would be disastrous and a blow some villagers may not recover from, Islay Community Council has heard. And CalMac are proposing a sliding scale of up to 100% of vehicle fares to be forfeited if passengers fail to travel on their intended sailing. A £10 fee would also be charged if they need if you need to change your booking. So we've got all the details about that. The proposals is under consultation at the moment. CalMac are looking for your views. They are trying to stop no-shows, people cancelling their bookings very late on, and so ferries being fully booked but empty. That's what they're trying to stop. So that's the reason behind it. So I think that is it from me. We love hearing from you and getting your pictures and stories. So why not email us at editor@obantimes.co.uk or message us on Facebook. I always have problem with saying that every week. I should practice it from now until next week.
Sandy, were you at Mole Music Festival as well?
I was not, Kathy. You're doing better than me, and I have not got that excuse. No.
I was going to ask him if he had his false teeth in this morning.
I'm sure they're not far away, but please, Fee, over to you very quickly.
Well, as always, there's loads going on in the sports section in the Oban Times. We have news from Oban and further afield. More good news for North Argyll Cycling Club when 3 of its members travelled to Fife cycling track recently. They were taking part in a Scottish Student Criterium Championships. There was one North Argyll cyclists was competing under the Scottish student banner, and the other two were in independent races, but they all done very well, so that's worth a read. Back on home turf, stars of the Sandy, that's what I get for taking the mickey out of you. Back on home turf, future stars of rugby have been in action. Oban High School hosted St Thomas Aquinas in the first round of the 2022 schools conference, with S1 and S2 girls in action, while primary school players travelled to Campbelltown for the second of this year's Dorada series. Slowing the pace down a bit, Oban Bowling Club held their first club competition of the season when 17 teams competed for the Caledonia Bears Trophy. We also have news of Bob McIntyre and John McPhee, as well as football action from Locknell Juniors and our usual trip around the Shinty fixtures. Now, you can read all about these stories in the Oban Times, but you can also catch them online at www.obantimes.co.uk. If you go online as well, there are loads of pictures. We can't get all your pictures in the paper, but we'll always put galleries online when we can, so you can see all the sports pictures from the rugby last weekend, as well as the Mull Music Festival pictures there.
And of course, you can subscribe, can't you, to our online digital edition as well on that website. So there we go. Lots to read about. Go pick up your copies of the OT from all the usual retail spots, and we'll catch up with you again last week. So that's goodbye from me. Last week? Next week. Blimey, let's all go and have a strong coffee. So that's it. Goodbye from me, Kathy Griffiths.
Bye from me, Sandy Neal.
And bye from me, Fiona Scott.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, hey.